Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In the last session we went through Knuckles' version of Sonic 3 basically and went through a variety of different pathways and found different goodies and whatnot. And now we're going to be playing through the Sonic and Knuckles half of the game. And just like that we're already in the Hidden Palace. And just seeing all the Super Emeralds again, so yeah, you don't actually get like a special final boss or anything, or a special ending I believe if you get all the Super Emeralds this time around, but I'm still going to try and get them all because you do actually get Hyper Knuckles, like you do with a Sonic story, you get Hyper Sonic, so I'm going to try for that. I can't guarantee that I'm going to succeed because, you know, well, to be fair, these are the special stages we did before and that was a fail. We've already done these special stages, so we could potentially do it, but at the same time, I do have some bad luck sometimes with these stages, because they are the more difficult version of the Sonic 3 special stages, to be fair, so yeah. But basically, as I said at the end of the last episode, this is basically just Knuckles' playthrough from Sonic and Knuckles, so yeah, if you've played Sonic and Knuckles standalone before, it's pretty much the same thing here. The level design, I don't think it's any different from Knuckles in Sonic and Knuckles, but the only difference is that there's a save feature, basically, but it's essentially just the same thing though, but with that said though, I still think there's different pathways that differentiate itself from like Sonic's paths, so you're still going to be seeing some different areas and stuff like that, so, you know. But yeah, I still really like this soundtrack. I really haven't given it enough credit because it's definitely one of the best Sonic soundtracks. I personally prefer the soundtracks in the 3D games, but that's honestly just personal taste from my perspective. Alright. I don't believe there's any point in this part of the game, or this half of the game, where Knuckles' like lower jump makes it say you have to go to a different path entirely. I'm pretty sure you don't have to like do that like you did in Marble Garden. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that that's not the case. But we'll find out shortly, I suppose. But yeah, I'm gonna try this again and hope that we get it this time. Alright. Now I like just jumping across these bumpers and all that because I find it the best way to navigate this stage and avoid like red spheres as much as you can. So we're doing decent so far. Let's just try and keep that going. Alright. Alright, where's... Alright. Okay, got that. Oh gosh! See, I hate it when that happens. I really can't trust those springs. Alright, 6 more, should be good. Alright. Where are those? Oh, here we go. And win. Not too bad, but we still failed it the last time, but oh well. Ugh. But yeah, I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned it before, but this is the only type of special stage that hasn't been brought back yet, as far as I know, and it's kind of weird because it's like one of the best designed special stages, and it's one of the most, and it's one of the special stages that fans seem to mutually agree on that it's actually pretty fun. Like I don't know, like the remakes for the Sonic 2 special stages are fine. They actually make that kind of style enjoyable, but what was it? We got the Sonic 1 special stage back in episode 1, Sonic 4 and all that, but we never got the Blue Spheres. Like, I think it's about time to bring it back, you know, because we've seen the Sonic 2 special stage countless times now, so it's kind of like, what was it? You kind of need to bring the Blue Spheres back, you know, because we need more variety. Because I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing the Sonic 2 stages over and over again. Like, not that, like I said, they actually have done a good job in making those stages enjoyable. At the same time, though, enough is enough. Essentially, like, what was it? We've had it in Sonic Rush, the the Saturn version of Sonic 3D Blast, Colors DS, and all these other games. Like, I guess you can kind of count Heroes, but at the same time, not really, because it's a full pipe instead of a half pipe, and the mechanics are completely different. So I'm kind of 50-50 on that one. Yeah, I just kind of wish that we got, like, we don't even have to have, like, the Blue Spheres back, just new special stages entirely, which not Smash, Sonic Lost World 3DS did, but you know how that goes. That was kind of terrible. So I think the best option would just to be remake the stages from this game, because we haven't seen them been redesigned before, and you know, they could add something new to the table, like they did with Sonic 4 episode 1 and 2. So yeah, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get episode 3, because they probably would have used the special stages in this game. But at the same time, they could always just use a handheld version of a main series title and put in the special stages there, because you know, with Colors DS, Gens 3DS, all those handheld titles, they've always had special stages. So there's really no excuse at this point. Just get Dimps or whoever to get make the 3DS game or a handheld version of a title and put in the Blue Spheres as the game's special stage. You know, I don't understand why it's like really so difficult to do. Because yeah, like I said, we need to see this again. Like we've seen the Sonic 2 ones way too much, and I think it's time to give the Blue Spheres some love. Alright, there we go. That one's pretty easy, just follow the straight path. One thing I haven't really mentioned it too much, I don't have much to say about this, but the character designs are slightly different from Sonic 2. Well, at least for Sonic anyway. From what I can tell, the design for Tails is pretty much identical to Sonic 2, but with Sonic, they changed his design quite drastically. And some people like the change, some people hate it and say like, oh, it's like the worst thing ever or whatever, the game's ruined because of it. And I think that's kind of a petty argument, like, oh, yes, we actually got it. Okay, so you can actually get this in the Sonic and Knuckles, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Okay, that's good to know. But basically, you just hit this gumball machine, and a bunch of items pop up. They're basically all the same items from that other mini game where you like go to the top and avoid this thing, that electric barrier thing that's gradually going up to the top or whatever. So it's basically like that. Well, it's basically like you just get the same items from that, and it's actually pretty fun. Like it's really rare though. Like we've only seen that just now. Like that's the only time we've seen it for both Sonic and Knuckles. Like it's pretty crazy. But I don't know if playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles together makes the was it makes it so those stages are more more uncommon than if you were playing Sonic and Knuckles alone, but I don't exactly know that for certain. But yeah, a lot of people seem to well, the thing with the Sonic sprite in this game is pretty divided. Like some people like the change, some people hate it. I'm mostly okay with it. Like, I personally prefer this design over Sonic 2, but you know, that's just me. Like, I can see why people prefer the Sonic 2 design, because this one, like, Sonic's design in this game has a lot more going on, so it's a little, I can understand why it could be a bit more distracting, but I personally never found that, so I'm honestly perfectly fine with the changes they added for this game. And I've also heard that the the design is or the sprite is slightly smaller, so it's easier for you to like catch your bearings and react to things, but I'm not entirely certain on that. Alright, so just doing this stage again. I honestly find these stages more memorable than the Sonic 3 ones. Purely because like I went through these stages more often, in the sense that as a kid I always failed these a lot, so I guess for that reason they're more ingrained into my memory. Oh, excuse me. So I guess that could be a reason, but in general I just find the level design for more like memorable. I don't know, it could just be me, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, just going through these loop-de-loops. Yeah, these days, I can't talk. Mushroom Hill isn't too different from Sonic's perspective, other than a few differences here and there, like the section earlier in Act 1, I believe, or it could have been at the start of Act 2, I can't remember, but it's like the section where Knuckles lifted us up into the air. We basically bashed the wall to that area, basically. So we're going to the pathway that Knuckles, where Knuckles was. So, yay! I just like, again, I've said this again and again, but I just want another Sonic game where we have like every character plays similar to Sonic, but they have different like attributes to make them distinct, and they allow you to find like different pathways that you couldn't find if you were just playing as Sonic. So it encourages replay value and multiple like gameplays, or multiple playthroughs. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, multiple gameplays. What the hell, man? But yeah, this is definitely the most annoying one. Like, it's definitely the most easy special stage in Sonic & Knuckles, in my opinion, but it's also pretty annoying, because just trying to find, like, the last few blue spheres can either take, like, not long at all, like it did there, or it could take, like, what, a good minute or two. Depending on, like, I guess it just depends on how well you remember the stage. But at the same time, I don't understand how you can, like, actively remember a stage like that, like, well. But, hey. Maybe there's some people that can do that. But, either way, it's definitely the easiest one to do, but it's also because of how maze-esque it's, like, kind of, it makes it a little bit annoying when you have, like, what, 9 free spheres left and you don't know where they are. But yeah. Just one thing, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the Sonic playthrough, but one thing is that if you can help it, avoid the yellow springs at all costs, unless there's like unless you like have to use them, because more often than not, I find myself going like just bouncing near red spheres after going into one, and I'd rather not take that risk, you know. Anyways, though, the boss fights, I actually forgot to mention this in the mini boss, but they actually try to make the bosses a little bit more difficult with Knuckles this time around, because what was it? The Egg Robo basically like shoots like fire out of those little jet boosters or whatever. A lot more during times that are a lot more less forgiving than with Sonic. So, and also because of Knuckles' lower jump, with the mini boss in this stage, it actually makes it a lot harder. And also the robot cuts down basically. Like jump around instead of like just going straight forward, I believe. So they make it a little bit more challenging. Like I said, Knuckles is basically the hard mode for this game. So if you want a better challenge, then this playthrough is for you. But if you're a newcomer, then I recommend going through Sonic first and actually like getting used to how the game plays and all that. And that was a fail.